Hello, and welcome back to TeaBookClub. We're an international group of people around the world who read a book over 2 months, so a tea book, and we take 2 months to read it so we've got time to actually enjoy it and get the most from it. And then every month we meet up online to share our thoughts and discuss. At the end of the first month we meet for a social where we pick a theme from the book or we have the authors come along and talk to us. And on the second month we meet up at the end of the month to discuss the book and share our thoughts. So this is the last reading I'll be doing from our current read for April and May, which has been Tales of the Tea Trade by Michelle and Rob Comins. And we've all been absolutely loving this book, and I can't wait for Sunday's meetup to discuss it and share our thoughts, because I know everybody has been getting so much from it, and I'm really looking forward to seeing which bits really stood out to people and what people found and learned through the book, because there's just so much in there. So I'm just going to read, at not quite 5 minutes, I'm just going to read a little section from it today, just to round off the lovely experience that has been reading this book. If you'd like to find out more about TeaBookClub, then head on to teabookclub.org or join TeaBookClub on Instagram. The link is below, and you can find out what we're reading next. If you sign up to the email list, then you will get an email with our next read. And you can also join us on Sunday if you would like to. Simply grab a Spoon membership or a Teapot to join us on Sunday only, or a Teapot membership to join us and be part of our regular monthly activities. So, to our reading. This will be just under 5 minutes, and there's a lovely section just at the end of the book where Michelle and Rob are talking about tea meditation. And I thought I would just round off the readings from this book with this section because it's terribly calming, it's really pleasant, and it also just reminds us that we should all be taking a moment to stop, to think, to meditate, to take a little moment to enjoy our tea and make it something special. And I know during the last couple of months, during the COVID-19 lockdowns, Michelle and Rob have been doing various meditations, weekly meditations on their Instagram from Comins, and to just share tea with everyone and help us all slow down and just take a moment. So I thought it would be nice to read that. If that sounds good to you, head over to Comins Tea on Instagram and find out more about what they're doing. You will get in touch because they're doing some wonderful things. So I'm on page 187, Tea and Meditation. Michelle, the role that tea plays in my life continues to evolve every day. It is still at the centre of my activities, but in recent years, since having children, it has given me new opportunities to learn and grow. In January 2016, we were moving towards the opening of our new store in Bath, a period that involved Rob working day and night at the Bath store and me being at home with the children and running the Dorset and online business. I saw an advert for meditation with the headline, How to Live Well, and, as you can imagine, it was exactly what I needed. Since our first meeting, Camille and I have spent many hours sharing tea and learning about each other's lives. Her view on the role that tea can play in modern life gives a valuable insight into both meditation and tea. Camille, I discovered meditation in my late 20s when I was going through a particularly difficult period in my life, desperately seeking some kind of solace. I turned up at my local Buddhist group for a meditation class. From that first evening, I was hooked. Those moments of stillness brought me to a deep understanding of myself, and with that came healing and a renewed love of life. I've been meditating for more than 15 years now, and although I've moved away from my strict Zen training, my practice remains strong. Now I offer guidance to people who want to learn how to live mindfully. It seems essential to me in this fast-paced, high-pressure lifestyle we all face, and in a world where we tend to think we can do it all. Messages from the media keep us believing that in order to be successful and happy, we must make the most of every minute. Self-improvement and productivity have become the ultimate goal. While advances in technology mean we never switch off. We're starting to see much more discussion about the benefits of mindfulness, how slowing down and being deliberately aware of your activities can help to calm the mind and heal the body. What's great about mindfulness practice is that it can be incorporated into any daily activity, immediately making it a restful and restorative experience. Tea drinking is a perfect example. By slowing down and using our senses to fully connect to the experience of making and drinking tea, it is transformed into an enriching and enlightening ritual, a meditation of sorts. Tea meditation is simply the practice of drinking our tea carefully and mindfully. It can be a poignant way to mark the end of a workday or a stretch of activities, a way of telling the mind and the body that it can rest and be still. It offers the opportunity to relax and to enjoy the pleasure of simple things. There is a gentleness to the tea meditation that allows us space to be present and at peace. It becomes a gift we give to ourselves, a gift of time slowed down and life expanded. As a student of Zen Buddhism, I was fortunate to experience the wonder of tea meditation on many occasions. During silent retreats, we would take breaks from our sitting meditation practice, zazen, and drink tea mindfully on our own, in the stillness of the monastery. We would also take part in tea ceremonies where tea would be made by the attendant and shared with the group. We would sit on our cushions in 2 rows facing each other, and as each person received their tea, they would bow to the attendant, palms and forehead to the floor, and the attendant would bow in return. The tea became an offering, a symbol of humility and respect, and was always a moving experience. I still use tea as a focal point in my classes, albeit in a more casual fashion. After a session of relaxation and meditation, we all gather round a pot of tea to talk about the things that matter to us. It is a simple ritual that brings the group together, and it marks a period of reflection and sharing. Drinking tea mindfully together encourages each person to be fully present, and I've noticed that people are more connected and respectful towards each other as a result. They take time to really listen, and conversations are richer and more heartfelt. The best way to understand the benefits of tea meditation is to try it for yourself. It's such an uplifting and relaxing experience, and you'll find it offers a valuable moment of respite in an otherwise hectic day. And then follows a guide to doing a tea meditation by Camille Elizabeth. Once your tea is poured, take a moment to simply sit with your tea. Appreciate the beauty of the bowl and the colour of the tea within. Give thanks for the cup of tea in front of you. Acknowledge everything that had to happen around the world in order for you to experience this amazing cup of tea. Hold the tea bowl in both hands and notice the temperature. Focus your attention on the texture of the ceramic. Notice the steam wafting up. Notice the aromas arising out of your cup. Lift the bowl to your nose and breathe them in. Sip slowly. Take your time and really notice the taste. Is it earthy or grassy or floral? How does the taste change with each pouring? Give yourself completely to the process of drinking your tea. If your attention wanders away from the act of drinking, gently return it to the activity. Once you have finished drinking your tea, spend a moment observing how you feel. Give thanks again as you did at the beginning. This marks the end of the meditation. And there's a lovely quote by Thich Nhat Hanh, Tea Master. Drink your tea slowly and reverently, as if it is the axis on which the whole earth revolves. Slowly, evenly, without rushing towards the future. Live the actual moment. Only this moment is life. And I think that is just such a lovely way to round out what has been a phenomenal book, which I've thoroughly enjoyed reading. The stories in it have been amazing, and I'm just really looking forward to talking about it and sharing our experiences on Sunday's discussion. And tea meditation is for all of us, so if that strikes you, have a go. Take a moment, have a cup of tea, be still, and just enjoy what's happening right now. Thank you.